Welcome back to Education 240, Teaching and Learning, Effective Methods for Instruction. So far we've studied teaching, we've studied learning, we've studied motivation, we've studied survey applications. This final chapter will cover what we call the immediate learning environment. The immediate learning environment is a collection of all the things that we have discussed, of all the things that we have talked about through this video lecture series. The immediate learning environment is an environment that must be created in such a way that the students are able to learn, the students are able to feel safe, they're able to feel like they're able to approach the teacher with any situation, with any questions, with any comments, with any problem they may have. The learning environment also must be created in such a way that the students feel free to take part and are encouraged to take part in the lessons that are being instructed and the lessons that are being given. For instance, if an instructor or teacher is teaching on some topic regarding science or history or mathematics or English or any other topic, and a student's not very clear on what the teacher is actually teaching about at that time, that student should feel encouraged, should feel motivated, should be encouraged by fellow students in the classroom and fellow adults that may be in the classroom in a collaborative model in such a way that they feel so encouraged to come to the teacher, to ask questions, to raise their hand, to get excited about learning and get excited about finding out the information to which they're wanting to acquire. Now, there are ways to induce and implement and include this learning environment. First of all, the instructor, the teacher, must have a set, basic, consistent ground rules. Consistency is key in teaching and education. Consistency, consistency, consistency. You will hear this all through this section of being consistent. And basically what being consistent and consistency is composed of is doing the same thing over and over and over and over, regardless of what child it is that's involved in the situation. For instance, if there's a policy in your class that all students must raise their hands in order to be acknowledged for a question, it would not be fair for you to allow student A to blurt out questions all the time next to them while you discipline and recommend student B that they raise their hand and follow the rules. Consistency would mean whether student A or student B would be raising their hand or not raising their hand, they would have to follow and abide by the rules. Consistency is key to keeping a learning environment a safe environment and for the students to be able to learn. Also, a learning environment must include not only the teacher and the students, but it also must include the faculty, the staff at the school, and also the administration. It's very important that administrators show themselves valuable, show themselves readily to help, show themselves immediate to help the students when they are in need and to help other faculties. Their faces should be known amongst the students and amongst the faculty. In an education society, all groups should be working together as to one in order to obtain some sense of the same common goal of success for those students. The learning environment must be created in such a way that all students are included. Not just portions, but all students are included. This means that there have to be times that you may have to take away seating arrangements and make your own seating arrangements to avoid from having a quick here and a quick here, the cheerleading team here, the basketball team here, the baseball team here, and to avoid having that quick, to mix it up to where everybody is integrated into one and everybody is learning into one group and one pattern. The entire classrooms needs to be seen as one collaborative model, one collaborative group. The immediate learning environment must be one that is in such a way that each student does and can and will consistently learn, and teaching consistently brought out in such a manner that is consistent with every single day instruction. Now, this molds along with the motivation tools of keeping the students excited, keeping the students interested, the teaching concerns, the learning concerns, the survey application concerns. It must all go into collaboratively help all the students to be able to learn together and feel free to talk to one another in such a way that working together they're able to accomplish that common goal. So consistency is our first and foremost regulation of setting up an immediate learning environment. The next policy is including everyone in the building, which we briefly discussed just a few minutes earlier. All the way from the cafeteria workers, the janitors, to the administration, to the teachers, to the aides, to the volunteers, everyone in the school system must be connected. Now, let's go a step beyond this and let's look at the outside. Parents must also be involved on a consistent basis. This means daily, weekly, monthly. At some point, there has to be parental contacts to where parents are involved. Not only parents, local organizations, local businesses, local schools, local stores such as the Walmart and the Radio Shack and the Toys R Us and the gas stations. All of these need to be represented in the school system. Understand that it's not just the teacher's obligation to teach these students and raise these students, but it's all of our obligation. It's everybody in the community. Our main goal is to see our students grow up and learn what they need and obtain what they need in the classroom in order to be a functioning part of a good citizen of the country, of the state, of the town, of the city in which we live in. We want to return these students back in such a fashion that they are ready to and willing and prepared, most of all prepared, to serve this country and to serve their homes and their households. So involving the entire community, involving the entire neighborhood is most certainly a key idea in creating this immediate learning environment. Now, the immediate learning environment also should be one in which the students enter the classroom. They ought to be able to see in the classroom that this is a learning environment. For instance, there also should be posters of what the content you're teaching. There should be rules, regulations on the wall. There should be desks with preparations, with prepared school tools for use. There should be encyclopedias, the dictionaries. There should be all the things that are necessary for a student to learn within the classroom. These should all be readily available for the student's use. Creating a positive and effective environment is key for student learning. Without this immediate learning environment, without this positive environment, teaching cannot occur, learning cannot occur, and motivation cannot occur. The three most important cases in your classroom for students to learn. Teaching must occur at a consistent rate, learning must occur at a consistent rate, and there must be a sense of motivation in the classroom. These three go together to create this immediate learning environment that we're discussing at this point. I hope that you found something in this lecture, in this video session, that's impacted your life and that's impacted your ability to become a better teacher. I hope throughout this video series that you have found information to be useful, knowledgeable, and fun for you to enjoy and to apply to your learning. Understand teaching, learning, motivation. The three keys that are required to have student learning. Let everything you do, every consistent thing you do, let it be applicable, let it apply to the students' lives. And I guarantee that you'll see success. It's been an absolute joy having you in this class, and I hope that you continue to endeavor and have future success with all the things that you do. I'll always be around if you need me for anything. You know how to contact me, and I hope that I'll be seeing you in other classes that I'll be teaching here in the near future. I wish you the best in everything you do, and once again, it's been wonderful having you in this class. So I appreciate your time, and I appreciate what you do, and good luck teaching those kids. I know you can do it. I know you're able. Everyone here is very intelligent, is very smart. You've been a wonderful class, and I know that you'll continue to serve the students and do what's right. Thank you.